Hey guys, come on in. How are you doing? Let's see what I have, what's going on my camera. I'm Julie with Nothing Is Wasted Designs. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm back. I had a good weekend. We went to a wedding on Saturday, and oh my gosh, it was a beautiful wedding. And anyway, so that was my big day for Saturday, and then Sunday I got together with the ladies in our home church, and we all hung out at Panera for about, I don't know, 2-3 hours, something like that. So that was a lot of fun. And today it's chilly here. I took my nephew to work, and I told him that I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to take him to work as the weather gets colder, because I don't do cold weather, y'all. All right, so I've got just a quick ornament that I want to make. We're going to take this little guy here, and I am going to, I don't know what you call it, uses water pen, water cut it, and we're going to just kind of take this and cut this off and feather it, and we'll put the rest of this away. But anyway, y'all come on in. We're going to, this is a mold that I did a while back, and I like the way that this is small at the bottom and larger at the top, and so we're going to see if he's going to fit in here, which I think he is. It's going to be tight, but I think we're going to do this. So let's take this, and again, we're going to take, we don't want a sharp cut, we want it to feather so that when it comes into the so that you don't notice. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what we're going to get here, y'all. Let's see if he's going to fit. I need to get his feet in here, and then we'll let the rest of this kind of fall into place. All right, so I need to cut some of this off of the side here. This is, where did I get this from? I think Decoupage Central was where I got this from. And it had all these little Santas on here. And I have a feeling, I've been wanting to, hey Berta, how are ya? I've been wanting to make more ornaments, y'all. So this is kind of like the mode that I'm in right now, is making different kinds of ornaments. Did you have a good weekend? Seth's at work. I told him when the weather gets below 65 degrees, he's on his own for getting to work. That he may have to take an Uber or something because I don't do cold weather. He said, yeah, I know. He said, we talked about it. All right, let me see if I can get this in here. And this is what I got here. This little Santa, kind of like a breakthrough Santa. And so what'd you do this weekend? Did you talk to your granddaughter any? How is she doing? You have to be sure and tell her I said hello and I was asking about her. She is a sweetheart, for sure. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to bring this down, kind of taper it where his feet are. I thought I was going to be able to get more of the background in here, but it doesn't look like I am, y'all. So we're going to just kind of get this. So Berta, are you going to make a big Thanksgiving meal this year? Last year was the first year that I did not cook, and it was wonderful. You could have never convinced me that I would not want to cook Thanksgiving dinner, because, you know, we all make our own our special dishes, and nobody else can make them but us. And well, all I got to say is I'm over that. We were at the Outer Banks. All right, this is going to work, y'all. This is going to work right in here. All right, so I'm going to do a layer of see if I can get, I got to get this part right here with his hand. Yeah, we went, so last year we went down to the Outer Banks and we met some friends down there who were up from Mississippi. And we see them every Thanksgiving. I don't know if we're going to be able to see them this year or not because Robert's still in Petersburg with his mom. And anyway, all right, hold on. I got to shut off my notifications. Oh, it went dark. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Is it dark on y'all's end? It goes dark when I do that. I should have left it alone. All right, this is going to be, I think this is going to really be cute, y'all. All right, I'm going to tuck that down in there, and we're going to tuck this down in here. I might need to pull some of this out of here just a little bit more. Anyway, we went to, I can't even remember how it worked out. Adam and I, our younger son, we came down later, and Robert actually cooked a turkey. And so we had turkey. I think that was actually Thanksgiving Day. And then the next day, I mean, we just had, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Oh, tiny Christmas cards. Oh, that sounds like fun. You'll have to send me pictures. I love seeing what you're doing. We had a good weekend. We went to a wedding and, all right, I think I want to paint this. I think I want to put some paint on here. So let me do that. Really, really pretty wedding. They had like 4 photographers. I've never seen anyone with 4 photographers. There were 2 videographers. All right, so I'm going to just do a quick coat of white chalk paint, y'all. The bride's dress was probably one of the prettiest dresses I think I've seen. It was absolutely stunning and had a lot of beading on it. And, you know, it was, what's the word I want to use? It was really classy. It wasn't like really revealing or anything like that. It was just a really classy looking wedding gown. And it's Seth's best friend who got married. And, yeah, I'm glad I painted this. And they are off to, I can't remember where they said, somewhere in the tropics, so that it'll be nice and warm where they're going. My husband and I were married in April, and we went to Jamaica for our honeymoon. And, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Beautiful country. Absolutely gorgeous country. I couldn't get over all the flowers. All I kept saying was, take a picture. Robert, take a picture. And it got to be a standing joke because, you know, I was always telling them to take a picture. All right, so I'm glad I put the white on here. This just really kind of gives it a better background. Doesn't look like plastic. So I bought some more, this is, yeah, I did this, I'll pull the mold up in just a minute. I got some more casting resin. Okay, so the lesson I learned is that, this is what I think, if it says cast, C-A-S-T, resin, you want to make sure and read the directions because that's going to take 24 to 48 hours before you can demold it. If it says casting, C-A-S-T-I-N-G, then still read the directions, but those directions will probably say that you can remove it from the mold in 10 minutes. And oh, this is the one. Remember we did the clear one? This is what it looks like. And I haven't decided what I want to put on here yet. Oh, I got some paint on there. I haven't decided what I want to put on that yet. I haven't found something that really fits it the way I want it to fit. So I was thinking I was going to work with that tonight, but it just isn't going to work. So I decided we'd go with this. So yeah, I did this. This is the 10-minute stuff. And I think the way it works, all right, let me put this, I don't think I want to do a second coat, but I might, so let me hang on to this. Maybe I will do a second coat. I don't know what I did with my... So I made a bunch of these. Let me show you the mold. Hold on, and I think I've got it right here behind me. This one, this one. I don't think it's that one. No, it's not that one. It's not that. I think it's this one. Nope, it's not that. It's not that. Well, maybe I don't have it here behind me. I don't. I thought I did. Oh, what's this one? Here it is. All right, this is called, I don't know how you pronounce it. Bible's B-I-B-L-E. This is B-I-B-E-L-O-T-S 2 inches. This is, let me take it out so y'all can see it. It's got a variety of different shapes in here. So this is, you'll be able to see it better without the plastic on it. So this is the one that we are doing, this one right here. This is the one we're doing, I think we're, no, it might be, nope, I'm wrong. It's this one, okay? It's this one. It's this one over here. Let me see if the lighting, I can get the lighting on it. And then we've got that and a round one. And this one's kind of a fun shape, isn't it? This one right here. And then this one's like the one on this side, but it's a little bit smaller. And it is called B-I-B-E-L-O-T-S 2 inches. Bibelots. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But you can do clay or casting resin. I don't do so well with clay. Every time I try it, it just doesn't work for me. And so I like the casting resin. I keep saying I'm going to master it because I don't like anything to hold me back. But anyway, so that's what the mold that I'm using is this one here. I'll put that back here. I really like those Gaffrey paints that I got. They are a lot of fun to work with. I did find that they're a little bit thicker than what I'm used to working with. So I mixed the craft paint and the Gaffrey paint. This is going to be pretty. With yeah, the Gaffrey paint and just regular craft paint. All right, I want to go in between the little, whatever those called, little bumps. And I think this is going to go pretty quickly, y'all. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so the first time that I worked with it was, what did I make? I forget now. But it was fun. And I decided that it's a little bit thicker than what I'm used to working with, so I wanted to add just a little bit of craft paint to it to make it thick. Oh, it was the snowman. It was when I painted that snowman. When I got offline, it was so funny. Thanks for sprinkling. The snowman without the arms, right? I got off and I thought, what is this snowman missing? And then I realized, oh no, I didn't give him any arms. So I think it was it Pat that said that his arms are behind him or something like that? It's like, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But it was fun. All right, so I'm going to do some gold gilding wax on top of this area here too. So here we go. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to get this. I'm going to put this in the water. We're going to dry this. So are you making Christmas cards? Is that what you're making? Oh, I know what else too. This little guy over here, when we made this guy the other night, I had some leftover resin, so I put some resin on top of him and shined him up. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? He turned out pretty cute. I should have brought my my UV resin stuff over here. I may have to do that offline because I don't have it with me. It'll take me too long to get to it. All right, so this is going to be pretty easy, y'all. I think this is going to be pretty easy. I like to use an inexpensive brush for Mod Podge, just in case my bristles would stick together. And so we're going to come in here and, y'all, did I blow my snowman away? I mean, my Santa, where did he go? Oh no. Oh no, where did he go? He's missing. He's missing in action. I've got two of them, so I may have to get another one. I think when I dried, oh, here he is. Whew, that was close. No, I don't think that's him. That's another one. Hold on a minute. Let me get my little grabber thing. Oh no, I think I blew it away. All right, that's a snowman. I think what is going on with all this crazy stuff happening when I'm online? I'm not used to this. Golly, where did it go? I mean, it just disappeared. All right, we're gonna have to do the other one. It's a good thing I have two of them, huh? All right, there's this one. Well, that's the craziest thing I ever saw. I'll have to, oh, no, that's not it. Well, that's nuts, y'all. It's just nuts. All right, we're gonna do this guy here. Good thing I got two of them. Good thing I got two of them. That's all I gotta say. All right, let's go ahead and tear this apart. I have no idea. I mean, it is like gone. Like just gone. All right, here we go. We're gonna get it close to his hand, but still keep his hand on there. I'm like, that's nuts. I mean, it is like nowhere to be found. Only thing I can think of is it must have blown off on the other side of the... Oh no, I need this guy down here. This one's too big, I think. I got the wrong one. Hang on. All right, let's see, because we always turn a mistake into something that's... I kind of like... Maybe I like the bigger one better. All right, this is... Let me pull both of these out and see what happens. Let's see. All right, we're going to put this over here. I have no idea where it went. It just disappeared. All right, here we go. Let's see if we're going to use this one or the bigger guy. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this close to... All right, let's see what we got. I kind of want to have the whole guy in there. All right, I'm gonna just use this. All right, I'm gonna use the little one because I want the whole thing. I want the whole Santa to come popping through. Well, the moral of that story is be careful when you have little pieces of paper when you put your heat gun on, because they will disappear. I'm thinking it may have gone over to the other side of my desk, and it's too hard for me to get back up and walk over there, so I'll just do another one and see what we get. All right, so this is going to go in here. All right, let's take him off the top here. This water pen, I got it from Dollar Tree, and when I went to fill the water up, this was like about 3 years ago. When I went to fill the water up, I could not get the lid off, and I tried pliers, I tried everything, and it would not, nothing would open it, and I finally had to YouTube it. And sure enough, the lid on this goes exactly backwards of what you would think you need to do to unscrew it. So if any of y'all have never used a water brush before, if you can't get the lid off to put the water in, screw it the other way and it'll come off. That was kind of crazy. I was like, how in the world? But yeah, it was the wedding we went to on Saturday. It was so pretty. Oh, and they had this, they didn't have any cake. I was surprised. They had like a dessert table and like this French silk brownie bites. Oh my goodness, those were amazing. All right, let's see what we got here. If we're ready for our, so this part here, you normally want to unscrew it left to right, but you're going to unscrew it right to left in order to get to the water well. Just a little FYI. No one shared that information with me when I was doing it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to bring his feet down. All right, looks like I got to take a little bit more off of here. Just a smidgen. And then I'm going to put some gold gilding wax around him, around the sides. All right, let me get this side over here. So is Ava Grace in, she in school? What grade is she in? There's that. All right, let me see if this is going to fit in here. All right, I'm going to take a little bit off the top here. It's not by the snow globe. No. I don't know where it went. I think it blew away. No sweat, right? Even if I didn't have another one, I would have figured something else out. That's what we have to do, right? All right, let's see if we can, I'm going to tuck this down in here. I think that's going to work. I want his feet to be in here. All right, let me get this. I got to get this, just this little bit. I don't want to take his shoe off. I'm just kind of grabbing a little tiny bit of this. All right, let's see what we got. It's crazy. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. All right, we're gonna put this guy in here, and then we're gonna kind of tuck him down in here, and I think that's gonna work. All right, here we go. Let me get this out of the way. I don't think I threw him away. No, he's not in the trash can. All right, so I'm going to put the Mod Podge on, and I'm not going to use the iron method because it's just, there's not enough space to get an iron in here. Although I have a little teeny tiny iron. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's get this on here. And I want to make sure that I get the edges of this so that, because it's going to go right in that crevice. All right, here we go. Get just a little bit more. All right, see what we got. See if I can get him in here. Get his feet and his hands. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. Yep, this is good. I almost feel like I need a little tiny bit of water in my brush, so it's not quite so gluey. All right, I'm going to just get this wet. There we go. All right, here we go, y'all. We're going to come over this. I want to kind of tuck that down in there. And we're going to put some gold over top of this. All right, let me get some water on this. I probably should have just done like a little jar of water and some of it down. And I'm just using the, what do you call it? The mat. And I'm kind of, some of those little hairs that were sticking out from the feathering part, I kind of like tuck those in a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. So that the little feathers don't go up the side of the ornament. All right, let's see what we got. All right, here we go. So this is what we got so far. Now we need to get some, I'm going to dry it. All right, I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to put that in my water. And I'm going to get my little snowman here. Yeah, I don't know where it went to. I'll put these away so that I don't blow them across the house. And we're gonna dry this. I wish I had my UV light here and my resin, because I'd really like to resin this. All right, so this is what we have so far. We're going to put some gold gilding wax on this. And I'm telling y'all, this stuff lasts forever. At least it does for me. I don't know if it does for y'all or not. Let's see if I can get this open. All right, we're going to put some gold around the outside. And then some gold. Let me show you what I want to do. I want to put some gold around this edge here. And then I want to do some gold on these little bumps. And this is like a really quick project. Because you can do like the casting resin. Oh yeah, y'all. This is going to be gorgeous. I'm going to do this whole outside in gold. Let me show you what I have. See what I've got. See how I've got. I don't know if the lighting is, it's dark on my end. I don't know if it's dark on y'all's end or not. When I go out and come back in, it does that. All right, we're going to get, this whole edge is going to be just a high gloss gold. And then we'll do the bumps. All right, here we go. You know, if I had a really pretty gold ribbon, that would be really nice with it, wouldn't it, y'all? I don't know if I have, I don't think I have any really pretty, like a sheer. I make sure I don't. touch Santa. All right, and then we're going to go across the top here and hit those little bumps. I like doing this. Does anybody else like doing this? I don't know. There's something about, you know, when you bring that that raised portion up. I don't know. I just really like the way that looks. And there's something about running your finger over all that high raised area that, I don't know. I don't know. I like doing it. This is really cute. What an easy project, too. As long as you don't blow your piece across the room. Thanks, Berta. Hey, Nancy. First grade. I remember my first grade teacher. I think. I do. Can't remember her name, but I remember my third grade teacher, too. Mrs. Sutherland. That was my my first grade teacher. All right, we're going to just kind of highlight this a little bit more. I'm not going to do I don't think I'm going to do the inside. I'm just going to do the outside in gold. Oops, I got some gold on Santa. That's okay. All right, this is what we got, y'all. Look at that. All right, let's see if I can find some ribbon that will... Oh, I like it. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, you know what? I wonder, hang on, I might have something else we could do on here. Oh, this doesn't want to cooperate. Come on, get on there. It's not going on there right. There we go. All right, so let's see if I can fit... Let's see what kind. All right, this is the red I have. What is this? Well, that'd be kind of cute. Nah, that's not kind of too casual. I think this is what we're gonna. I need to get some like more sheer stuff. I think that would be pretty. This is what I'm thinking. I don't know if we can get this down in here or not, but if we could, it might be kind of nice, y'all. Just kind of spruce it up. I think we might be able to do this. Let me see if it's going to lay down in this crevice, and I think it is. And then we can cut it right down there. Oh, I think we should. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's add some bling to it. And I need some glue. See where my glue is. All right, maybe behind me. Wait till we get this bling in here. You're going to like that too. I think that's going to be really pretty. All right, let me wipe my hands off so I don't get it on the inside there. All right, so I want to start right here. Kind of tough to get in this spot here. I wonder if I have enough to do this. I might be able, this might be a good project to use this little bit up here. All right, let's try it. Let's see what we got. Just kind of drag that into place and then lay it down. I like to kind of practice what I'm going to do before I do it, and then that way it gives me some muscle memory and gives me an idea of what I'm working with. Get all my little tools ready. I gotta figure out, this is the part up at the top that's important, because I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make this lay. All right, I wonder if I can go across. I think I can. All right, so I gotta change my thinking. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at the bottom. I'm gonna start at the bottom and twist this so that it goes into place. Yeah, I'm gonna have enough. And then we'll come across the top. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. And then, oh y'all, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so let me get the glue. Where's my glue? B7000. And I'm gonna start down here at the bottom. I hope I have enough in here. Let's see if I have any more. Oh, here, I've got some here. Let's see if there's enough in here to do anything. If not, I'll get the other tube. Nope. All right, hang on. I think that one's empty. Here we go, here we go. Oh, I'm excited. I always like it when we can add some bling to it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna just put a bead of glue in that channel. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna lay this in here. Kind of drop it in here. Where'd my toothpick go? And pull this so that it's right there in the tip. Make sure y'all can see me. Let me pull this. Oh, come on. No, no, no. We're going to put that down in there. And I've got to pull this up and turn it so that the rhinestones are facing up. All right, there we go. You're gonna want to use a toothpick with this or something like an awl, little awl or something. All right, there's my toothpick. All right, here we go. We're gonna come around the corner here. I have found that buying the smaller tubes of the B7000, I'm not a real big fan of the B7000 because I can't stand the way it smells. It's got a really strong chemical smell to it. And I'm not a big fan of a lot of chemicals. But it does do a nice job. All right, so I'm just kind of tapping this into place, going around, just letting it fall into place. And then I'm tapping it down. Oh, this is pretty, y'all. This was what it needed. That's what was missing. All right, where'd it go? All right, here we go. So we're going to come on in here. And I'm going to lift this up. And I'm going to do just another bead all the way in this little crevice here. I bought some stuff that's called velvet. It's like a powdery velvet. So I'm kind of curious to see what I can do, like stuff for Santa's, anything that I would paint with Santa. And I didn't pay attention to what kind of glue I needed. I probably should have paid attention to that. All right, so here we go. We're going right down in this little channel here. And then we're going to cut this off. All right, let's see what we got. I almost need like a little button or something to put over that. All right, I need to clip one of these off of here. Just one. And that should be perfect. I'll show y'all here in just a minute. There we go. All right, and those are going to line up perfectly. Oh my goodness, this was it. This was what we needed. Oops, I turned that. Hold on. Gotta turn it back. I feel like I need like some kind of little tiny something right there. All right, let me show you what we got, y'all. Can you see it? Let's see if I can. There you go. You can see it. See it how it's, oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what it needed. And I still have some gold left. I'm almost out of gold. I need to get some more. This is my favorite rhinestone trim to work with. I have used it for so many different things, and it just always seems to add the missing touch that's needed. I need to turn this so that it's not facing inward. There we go. All right, let's put a ribbon on here. Get us a ribbon. And I think I'm going to do the same thing I did. I think I did I take the... Did I take this out of here? No, I guess I didn't. I'm kind of feeling like... I think I want to take the wire out of this. I want to take the wire out so that it's not quite so stiff looking. Y'all, I have got so much ribbon and I hardly ever use it. But I don't, and it seems like I never have the right width that I want when I'm doing stuff. All right, here we go. So we're going to take this and we're going to stick this through here. Let's see how I want to do this. I think we're gonna tie it like this. Let's tie it in a knot. Right over left, left over right, the old Girl Scout square knot. And then pull it. And I'm gonna pull it here and pull it there, and then I need to trim this. And there we go. There we go, y'all. Look at that. How about that? Was that not easy? I need to do something on the back. I keep putting my fingers with the gold. But let's see if I can get the light on here right. There you go. Can you see it sparkling? Now, I think that I still feel like I could do the resin on top of this, and that would be really pretty too. I like how this turned out. I know, didn't it? I feel like I gotta do something to the back though. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna just put this, since I've already got gold fingerprints on here, I'm gonna just go ahead and put some gold on the back of this. Because it's going to turn on the tree, right? So let's just put it on here. Instead of having a little bit, we'll just do the whole back of this. And then when it shines on the tree, it'll be, oh. It's not drying very fast. I may have to let it dry and then do a second coat. All right, let's see if we can dry this. see if it dries. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna get over here where I got my fingers. Just put a second coat on this. Like I said, this stuff lasts forever. And then we just have a gold back. That way you don't have all my fingerprints on the back of it. Okay. We'll put this back on here. Get my hands clean. I get it off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the comments, Berta. It's my favorite rhinestone trim to work with. I pretty much use that for, that's my go-to. All right, here we go. So this is the back. We got the back in gold, and then we got the front. And it really needed that, didn't it? Boy, that just kicked it up a notch. And then I think if I do the UV resin, that'll just add one more layer to it. Oh my gosh, it turned out so pretty. I need to start mailing y'all some ornaments. They, because I don't have a big tree anymore. We have just a little bitty tree. They, I love it. So if anybody wants this, put your name in the comments, and I'll send it to you. Let me do the back of this. You want it, Berta? I guess what I'll do is, if anybody wants this, then just say, me, I want it, I don't know, ornament, say ornament in the comments, and I'll draw names to see who wins it, and I'll mail it to y'all. This turned out pretty. The back, I'm not sure this is the right stuff for the back, but we'll see. I'll let it sit overnight. Maybe I'll put some resin on top of it. You want it? Okay, it's yours. Anybody else got dibs on it? I'll put your name in a hat, and looks like you're the only one, Berta, so it looks like you're the winner. I've got 3 people watching and nobody's saying anything, so, all right. So there you go. Merry Christmas. I'll send this to you. And, wow, I love how this turned out. All right, y'all, that's what I got for you tonight. I hope that I've inspired you to try something new. I will put the, what do you call it? The rhinestone trim, the link for it, Berta. It'll be an affiliate link. And I'll put it in the comments. I really like the way he turned out. I don't know what happened to the other one. It blew away somewhere. So, all right, y'all have a great night. I love you. Jesus loves you the most. And I'll be on tomorrow at 4 o'clock with Inspired by Grace. I don't know what inspirational biblical message I'm bringing yet. The Holy Spirit hasn't given it to me yet. And but he'll give me something. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to make either. So we'll see. It's all to be determined. All right, y'all have a great night. And check me out tomorrow at 4 Eastern time. All right, Berta, I'll get this to you. All right, I love you. Write your name on the back. Okay, and date it. I will. I sure will. All right, love you. Have a great night. And tell Ava Grace I said hi. Bye.